Hi everybody, this is Mary Miller. It's Thursday, it's May 7th, I believe, losing track of days. And we are here for the Seatuck Environmental Association for a story time. We'll get to the book in just a few moments. Just wanted to check in on a couple of things, in case you don't know about Seatuck. I happen to be on the staff of one of their education programs. It's the Little Peepers Forest School, the preschool, generally held at the South Shore Nature Center in Islip on the South Shore of Long Island. Currently, remote learning, as many of the schools are doing, working out very well with parents, children being actively involved in not only the indoor basics of getting the day started, but also getting outside and doing activities together, which we love to see the pictures on Facebook that they share within our closed group. So we've got a beautiful day today, Thursday, 2:30 story time, and the book that I have today is actually about a different season. Right now we're in spring, but our season that we'll be talking about is the season that we just came out of, excuse me, the winter season, and the story has to do with animals. And basically, we're going to take a little look back and say, well, hey, the animals that we love to see now, when we're outside, hearing them, seeing their homes, seeing the signs of their existence, whether it's tracks or scat, the poop of animals. Just all sorts of signs of animals. Well, let's say, where were they? What happened in the winter? Some of them we saw, but there are many that either maybe they burrowed into a tree underground. Maybe they traveled, left this area in the Northeast and went to someplace warmer for the winter. But that's what the book is about. It'll give us an idea of what was happening with these animals. I'm going to let that train noise finish. Might see a little movement. Okay. Long Island Railroad still running at this point. So anyway, we'll get started on the book. It's I'll switch my camera over and we'll get started. Okay, here we go. Okay, so the name of the book is Secrets of Winter. Once again, I just love these books that have most beautiful pictures. Let me just tell you the author's name. We've got Karen Brown and Georgina T. Secrets of Winter. Now, in this case, just take a quick look here. We've got some birds, some mammals, and obviously, how can you tell that it's winter? A couple of signs in this picture that let us know what season we're in. I see some snowflakes. Oh, look at him. Look at this guy hiding in the tree. Okay. And, of course, the tree has its needles. That tells us we've got an evergreen there. The needles, and even in the winter, those needles are still on the tree. Okay, this is cute. We've got some animal tracks in the snow. What kind of animal, General, do you think that is? Not a mammal, right? I think we've got some bird tracks there. How about this one? Does that one look familiar? And isn't it funny how it actually looks like a heart? Part of the track looks like a heart, and then the rest, the little toe prints. And here's another one, another animal track, and running across over here. Okay, Secrets of Winter. And Karen Brown, the name I mentioned before, is the person who wrote the book, and Georgina T. Illustrated it. So that means, do you know what that means if she's illustrated it? It's the beautiful pictures. So it takes a lot of talent, a lot of skills to put together a nice book. Okay, so take a look at some of the animals. Do you usually see this one around here in the wintertime? A winter's night is bustling with life. If you look closely through the dark trees around the icy river and in the snowy hollows, you will find lots of activity. And I see there was a little response there by Ellis or Miles about the bird in the picture before. We saw the owl in the tree, right, guys? And so here's a picture. This is a winter scene. In the fall, many trees lose their leaves, as we said. Can you see who is sleeping here? And we'll find out on the next page. Here we go. Okay. Oh, what do you see there? This bumblebee scooped out a hole in the earth. She will sleep until spring. So it actually says bzzz, the sound of the bee, and shh for being quiet, because there's sleeping going on. Okay, here's another beautiful winter scene. Snow is falling. Look closely at the snowflakes. Can you see, and have you seen the shapes of snowflakes? Let's take a look at what they actually look like when you look up close. There it is. All these beautiful shapes. Sometimes I've had them land if I've been wearing a dark colored coat, just like this page is dark, and if the snowflake lands on my sleeve, I can see shapes that are just like this. And the page here points out that every snowflake has 6 sides, but each flake has a different pattern. Isn't that unbelievable? So just like I know we were studying insects with the little peepers in preschool, and so I bet the ones who are watching and all you other children and adults probably know that insects have 6 legs and the snowflakes have 6 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now on the next page, there's a big sound, a whoosh. What has landed in the tree? I bet you can see something there. I bet you can see something. I'm going to turn the page and let's see what it is. Okay. Did you guess that it was birds? A flock of waxwings. They eat the tree's berries. Look at the waxwings. Have you ever seen them? They're so pretty. Here's a picture that's a little more colorful. But look at that crest on its head, that point. And look at the beautiful colors, different colors, almost like stripes, and different colors on their feathers. This waxwing has found a berry on the ground. But wait a minute, who is sleeping under the rock? Remember we said that some animals sleep during the winter? Oh, look what it is. This is an animal. Do you see this animal in the winter? Look what it is. I bet you're saying that the animal is a frog, and exactly, it's a wood frog, which is asleep. The icy weather might freeze the frog, but it will thaw out again. Now, I see someone notice that the book that I have is one where you can shine a light from behind, and I'll hold it up and see if that works. And actually, one of our friends here pointed out, before I do that light, is that when the wood frog freezes in the winter, some people give it a very funny name. Now, you know what a popsicle is, right? When you have ice on a stick, it's frozen. Now, when the wood frog freezes in the winter, and he might just be like under a pile of leaves somewhere, And people call him a frogsicle. What a great name. Okay, I'm going to try this using the sun as my light because I'm in a sunroom here. Here's the next page. Snow covers the land. What has made these tracks? What has made these tracks? Any guesses? Look at those tracks. Any guesses? Any guesses? Okay, I'm going to hold the book up for a moment, and we're going to see if we can use the light to see what the page is. It's a logistical situation. I may not be able to. A little bit here. A little bit. Oops. Okay. So, did you guess who made the tracks? And here is the answer. Yeah, this is a shine the light book where you need to use a flashlight and you can actually see the pictures through the pages. And I thought they'd be a little more visible if we looked at them directly. But here we go. A hare. What's a hare? Yeah, there's a hare. It's like a rabbit. Snuggles up to keep warm. Her white fur hides her in the snow. In the summer, her fur is brown. And I bet you know what you call that when an animal has a color that blends in with its environment. And that word, which you probably know, is camouflage. So white fur to hide in the snow in the winter and brown to hide in the woods in the summer. Now here is another animal I bet you know, a red squirrel. He peeps inside the tree. What is he looking for? Let's see. There's a store of nuts in the hollow. The nuts were hidden here in the fall. Crunch. Crunch, crunch. And these catkins are the seeds of a birch tree. See them hanging down? They're the seeds of a birch tree. Who is eating them? And look who it is. It's a grouse. And a grouse is a type of bird. She has extra feathers on her feet. They are like snowshoes. Look at those snowshoes. Ivy, see these special leaves? These are ivy, has climbed up from the ground and is covering this tree. There are creatures asleep here. Can you see them? What do you think might be sleeping? Oh my goodness, look at what's here. Tiny snails. They curl up inside their shells all winter. They seal themselves in so they don't dry out. Those are snails. The little soft animal is inside the hard shell. A fox is asleep in the snow. Can you see her face? Okay. On this page, I think you can see part of the fox. Take a look, and let's go see. Oh, there's the fox's face. The fox's big bushy tail keeps her face and her paws warm. The lake is frozen, but something is moving under the ice. Can you see anything? What do you think might be under the ice? There's the fox out looking for food. Look what's underneath. Most fish lie near the bottom of the lake. The water is warmer here. So there's the fish at the bottom of the lake. Now the top, depending on how cold it's been, the top may actually be frozen. It's frozen solid on top. And here we have some beautiful winter seeds. Evergreen trees have leaves all year. There are very few of those that have leaves that keep them in the winter. Most leaves fall off in the winter, as you know. Who is sheltering from the snow? Oh, look what it is. A family of, you know, there's the deer and there's the male with the antlers. The family of deer is eating the new leaves on the trees. Red berries shine bright against the snow. Who will eat this fruit? Oh, I think I see somebody. We'll check the next page and see who that is. Oh, look who's there. Berries make a tasty meal for a mouse. He can climb to reach fruit higher up. The mouse is running to hide. Can you see why? I'm not sure. I wonder. Wow, is that the moon? That's huge. I heard there's a full moon, I think, tonight. Make sure you look outside. Oh, we know why the mouse took off. Look what's coming. Look what's coming. I bet you know what that is. Does he have his talons out, his feet ready to grab an animal? The mouse has spotted a hungry owl just in time. The owl eats small animals. Okay. Ooh, here's the owl again. And there's his talons are out. Looks like he's ready to pick something up. And wait a minute, what's over here? Oh, let's find out. Oh, beautiful. Now we've got a mammal, another mammal with fur. It's a weasel standing in the hollow stump of an old tree. It's hollow, there's nothing inside. He's very good at hiding. There's a large hole under this old tree. Take a look inside. Oh, is that the weasel over there? Oh, and down here, remember the waxwing? Remember the waxwing? Okay, let's see. Oh, and here's a mammal, and a big animal that generally sleeps just about the whole winter. Can you see what they are? Looks like a mom and her family. Bears sleep all winter. They will wake up in the spring when there are lots of insects to eat. As the sun rises, the nighttime animals go to sleep, while the daytime creatures wake up. The animals that sleep through the winter will doze until spring. Doze means sleep. So animals have different ways of staying alive in the winter. They can change color to help protect them. The leaves fall as the deciduous trees prepare for winter. Some animals have a long sleep. Do you know what you call that? Hibernate. They sleep all winter. And before they go to sleep, they eat lots of food to build up the fat to keep them alive. And some, as we said, some animals hunt and are awake. They hunt at night, like fox. They're called nocturnal. Some animals, let's see, we got here a squirrel, and they eat a lot of seeds and plants. And some animals, like chipmunks, will have a little burrow of snacks. Well, they'll go to sleep when it's really, really cold, but then they'll wake up if it's a little warm and say, oh good, I have a little snack nearby. And a lot of animals, they take shelter, as we saw in this book, in the winter. And some have special feet, like we saw the grouse, kind of like snowshoes, so that they can walk on top of the snow. And many of the plants, they look like they're not even alive in the winter, but really they're just waiting for the spring so the buds can open. Fortunately, some of them do have berries in the winter for the animals that are here to eat. And that is the end.
of Secrets of Winter. So the Shine a Light books are ones where when you're reading, especially at night, right before you go to bed, and you have your flashlight ready, and you can just shine the light behind the pictures, and they will show up on one side. You don't have to turn the page. You'll see them after you turn the page, but you can use the flashlight. So thank you for watching and listening to our story for today. And remember, every day at 2:30, you can catch an in the field activity with Seatuck. And next Tuesday, Miss Michelle will be reading a story for everyone at 2:30 next Tuesday. Thanks for coming by. Enjoy this beautiful day. This is Mary Miller from Seatuck Environmental Association. Bye-bye.